Node.js REPL module provides read, evaluate, print, loop implementation, which is an interactive Node.js environment that accepts user input, evaluates them, and prints the result. It can be accessed from the terminal by typing node keyword without any arguments. In REPL mode, we can type normal JS code. For example, if we write 5, it will return 5. But if we type console log 5, it will print 5 and return undefined. The first line is printed by console log function. The second line is the return value of console log function, which is undefined. REPL mode also has an autocomplete using tab key on keyboard. As we are typing our code, when we get a suggestion, we can press the tab key to autocomplete. Pressing Ctrl L will clear the screen. We can also explore objects by using the tab key. For example, if we want to inspect a global object, we type global, dot, and press the tab key twice. This will print all the properties and methods of the global object. Tab key, when pressed twice on the blank line, will print all the global and local scope variables, either predefined ones or the ones defined by us. In REPL mode, we can also type multi-line code. Take a loop for example. When we type loop and open braces and hit enter, it will print 3 dots on the next line, and we can continue with our multi-line code. If we want to finish and execute it, we close braces and hit enter. If we want to stop and discard the multi-line code, we either press Ctrl C on keyboard or type .break. This will break us out of the multi-line code. If we type underscore on the blank line, it will print the result of the last operation. Let's say our last operation returned 5. Underscore will also return 5. Also, underscore error will print the last error output, if there was any. Let's throw a custom error. Underscore error will save this error. Manually assigning a value to these variables will disable them. So if we assign number 7 to underscore, it will get disabled. Same goes for underscore error. In REPL mode, there are a couple special commands, starting with dot. We are already familiar with .break, which breaks us out of multi-line expressions. .clear will reset REPL context to an empty object and will clear the multi-line expression being input. .save will save current session to a file. .load will load a file into a current REPL session. .exit will cause REPL mode to exit. .help will list all these commands. There is also .editor command, which opens editor mode, which is a notepad-like mode where we can type multi-line expressions. After we are finished with our code, we can press Ctrl D to run the code we wrote, or Ctrl C to close editor mode and discard the code. .break command will have the same effect. In the REPL mode, all the core modules of Node.js are automatically loaded. That means we can directly access modules like FS, Path, Crypto, and so on. As REPL itself is a core Node.js module, it can be imported and used in a Node.js app. By calling start method and passing in prompt, we can start REPL server. We can also pass in variables using context object. These variables will have local scope. If we want to get rid of these passed-in variables, we can clear context object with .clear command. If we want to use global await in REPL, we can run it with a flag -- experimental REPL await. Now we can use await globally. We can also customize REPL to evaluate input by a function defined by us. For example, let's define a custom evaluation function that takes 4 arguments: command, context, file name, and callback. Let's say we want to return reversed value of the passed-in command. We take command, split it, reverse it, join it back into a string, and call our error first callback, passing null as an error and reversed as a second argument. And then we pass this function to a start method as a property. First will be prompt, then eval and our custom eval function. As you can see, it returns reversed string, but it also includes new line character. We can get rid of it by slicing first 2 characters out of this string. We can also customize REPL output by defining custom function and passing it as writer parameter. Let's define our custom write function that takes single argument output and returns our desired output. Let's say we want to return uppercase of output, and then we pass this function as a writer parameter. As you can see, it returns uppercase reversed version of the passed-in command. And this gives us possibility to create fully customized REPL application. And this is all you need to know about Node.js REPL. For more information, you can always check out official documentation, which will be linked in the description.